Well, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. I have a small haul to share, and then if I have time, I want to show you some projects that I've been working on. I went to Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, and I got a few things off of Amazon. Some are crafty, some aren't. I needed more moisturizing body wash. I usually go for unscented. This was shea and cocoa butter, so I'm hoping it's not too bad that it actually does moisturize. Because I know my doctors have said a lot of times the moisturizing ones that add scents really don't moisturize because the scents have alcohol and they dry, which dries your skin. So I didn't look through there to see if it listed alcohol. I was trying to see real quick if it did. But there's so many things that I don't recognize that who knows. But anyways, it does say perfume. So, and perfumes usually have alcohol in them. But I bought that one anyways. And then I found another audiobook. This one's called Close My Eyes. It sounded like it might be interesting to listen to while I'm crafting. I did listen to the Elizabeth Smart one, and I enjoyed it very much. I bought a couple packs of the flavored Tootsie Rolls. Now, I'm not crazy about regular Tootsie Rolls, but I do like the flavored ones, and I probably shouldn't buy them because they're really not part of the diet, but I bought them anyways. And then Hobby Lobby, it was mainly clearance items. It was all ribbon or trim. My daughter's teaching at a new school this year, and the school colors are blue and white, so I was looking for some blue and white ribbon to make her a new wreath for her classroom. I made her one for her old classroom, but it was black and orange because that was the school colors there. So I found a few that were blue and white, and I also bought a few that I just liked for other purposes. I need to find more. I should have went over by the other ribbon that they keep more by where they keep their mesh, and I didn't, so I'll just wait a few weeks because they'll have ribbon on sale again and do that. I liked this one for Halloween. It's, purple, orange, and black. I thought it would be cute on a Halloween project. And this one I just thought might be cute to add to if I make another dish towel pillow kind of as trim. I think they look cute when they have a little bit of trim. And then these three were not clearance, but all the ribbon was 50% off last week. So I bought a few educational themed ones. Now this one I know I had before, but I don't think I have much of it left. So I went ahead and bought some more to mix in with the school colored ribbons. Like I said, I need to buy her more ribbon. And then I've been looking for, since my blood pressure was high, started being high a couple months ago, and they finally diagnosed me with, after a few visits when it still hadn't improved enough, they diagnosed me with high blood pressure, and they put me on a med. I went back like a month later, and it was better, but it was still higher than they'd like. So they added a second med, which also helps with the swelling of my feet, though my ankles still swell, so it obviously is not just water, it's obviously inflammation as well. But she wanted me to follow the DASH diet program, so I bought this book called DASH Diet for Beginners, the guide to getting started. It also includes some recipes in it, as well as guidelines for using the program. I have one more coming, and I joined a couple Facebook groups. The one book coming, I know, has different phases you're supposed to do, and I'm not sure about phase one, because phase one is basically you're supposed to cut out all fruit, which doesn't make any sense to me because fruit is allowed on the diet, and that's one thing my doctor actually said is eat more fruits and veggies. So I'm not sure why you're supposed to ban all fruit the first week. Maybe the book will explain it. And then I bought this one, the DASH Diet Cookbook for slow cookers, and the DASH Diet Cookbook for the Instant Pot. I have one that I bought called Dinner in a Dash that uses the Instant Pot a lot, and I found several recipes in there I like. And I also bought one when I was on vacation that I found at Barnes & Noble in their bargain book area that looks like it has a few good ones in it, but some of them are pasta. They use whole grain pasta, which, is your better option, and some of them are soups. And I don't like to eat too many of either of those in the summer, so I'm not sure how many recipes from that cookbook I'll be making right now. My other problem is we eat out a few nights a week, probably usually about a total of 3 times. And trying to eat low salt, low sodium out is, from what I'm seeing, going to be a real challenge. So what I'm really hoping is that I can be really, really good at home so that those eating out times don't totally waylay me. If you're on either follow the DASH diet or are on a low sodium diet, give me some tips for eating out or finding recipes either in cookbooks or on websites or whatever places you find that. What I'm looking for are recipes. One reason I like Taste of Home cookbooks is their recipes include things that a lot of us already have in our kitchens. Or if you don't, you know what it is, so you know where to find it. Sometimes some of these recipes call for things that I'm like, I have no idea what that even is. Where would you find it in the grocery store? One of these, this one says coconut cream. I've heard of coconut milk, but what is coconut cream? Now this one says coconut milk and coconut cream. So I'm not sure how much I would use for that reason. Eggplant spread, I'm not sure how I feel about eggplant. I need to try eggplant. I've never had eggplant. I have no idea what it tastes like. But I have been working on some projects. I'm trying to think of what our channel is. I know it's OKC for Oklahoma City. My Life in OKC. I could be wrong on that. I'll try to look that up. She's having kind of a Christmas in July challenge. It's not a formal thing. It's just participate if you can. So I did make these. Right now they're just card fronts. I need to attach them to a card and put a sentiment in. And I'm seeing 4 here. And I know I made 5. But the other one's around somewhere. But I wanted to get more done and I just haven't gotten to it. I feel like I've been all off kilter. I did this one, the pattern was from the Sewing Loft. She has a series she calls Blocks to Quilt. And she adds a new free one in every week. It stays free for that week and then it goes to being a feed one, and this was one from a few weeks back that I really liked it, so I got that and I made it into a hot pad. I like to do that with the bigger quilt. I like to make she gives you the option for a 6 or 12 inch quilt block. I usually do the 12 inch so I can make it into a hot pad. I like changing my hot pads out, and this was another one from her. It was called Lemonade Spritzer. This one was called, I think, Summer Ice Pop. This one was called Lemonade Spritzer. I used my watermelon fabric on the back. This one I used a different watermelon fabric. These ones were left over from my fat quarters that I had. So I did that one. When I seen this fabric pack, I thought, oh, that would be so cute with the bundle. I think this is the one that came in 10-inch squares, so I kind of had to do some modifying of it because a couple of them were supposed to be like one long strip and my fabric wasn't long enough, so I had to do it. I had to do 2 strips and attach them. And then I did kind of a mini table runner to go on my sewing machine. This one I did kind of show in one video, but I didn't have the binding on it yet. So this is my watermelon one. This is how I used my watermelon fabrics, which I like how it turned out. So I need to get those back downstairs. But anyways, that's pretty much what I have to share. Like I said, I'm working on health issues. I did call Mayo back on Friday. They said they had received the referral, but they needed more info. Some of that they got from me because it was just like personal info that they needed. And then they said the other, they needed to contact the doctor who gave the referral and ask her for more information. So they told me, why don't you call her and tell the office that we'll be faxing them so that they can be aware to be watching for that fax and try to get the information when we request it as quickly as possible. I figure I'm going to wait, and if I haven't heard this Friday, well, I actually have a doctor appointment this Friday, so I'm debating whether to call Friday or wait until after I go see her and see if they got that and what, and then wait till next Monday to call if I haven't heard or not. I'm hoping to hear before then, but it doesn't seem like these type of things ever go smooth for me. And I know it's going to probably take a while to get the appointment unless she really stressed the chest pain and shortness of breath issues, which I don't think she did because she put it to rheumatology, which 2 of my 3 concerns were rheumatology related and the other one really wasn't. It may end up being tied to the rheumatology issues, but I need to be sure of that. So I'm just hoping we can get in sooner rather than later. But I know rheumatology tends to be one of the departments that has longer wait times. So, but they should call soon, and then you just have to wait longer for the actual appointment. But anyways, that's kind of where I'm standing health-wise. It's kind of a waiting game. But I am trying to work on my high blood pressure. I've been kind of following the plan, but I haven't been real strict on it yet. And I know I need to get better at that. But some of the things are, I want to use up what's in my pantry before I go buying new things. We don't have enough money to just totally throw out everything we have. But the last 2 times groceries have been quite a bit more expensive than they had been before, and I know it's because I'm looking for more things that fit in with the diet. Eating healthy is expensive, which is probably why this country has a major issue with being overweight, which leads to diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart issues. But eating healthy is more expensive, which it shouldn't be. The junk food is what should cost more. That way we'd be less likely to eat it. But that's not how it works. The processed food is a lot cheaper than the healthy, fresh stuff. I've been trying to shop produce more, and that has brought my grocery bill up considerably. So that's, I guess, a price I'll have to pay, but it doesn't make it easy on somebody who's retired with disability. So, because I didn't get full retirement because of having to go early. I got disability retirement, which is less because I had less time in working. But anyways, if you have any tips and tricks for me for either cooking at home, following a low sodium plan, or eating out, especially the eating out, comment below and let me know. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.